Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you how to easily beat the Duskveil in Black Myth Wukong. Now, the first phase of this fight isn't too bad. I would recommend not using your gourd if at all possible, and not using any mana because the second phase is where you really want to use it. Now, there's two ways we can go with for spells. Now, you can use Spellbinder if you want to for maximum damage, and that just makes this fight a lot easier in the second phase. But I recommend using also Cloud Strike, because this is going to be your chance to be able to get some charged critical hits off with your ability to be invisible. And again, this first phase, learn the movesets, because once you get to the second phase, it's going to be repeating a lot of these attacks. Now, it's a large style boss, so it's best to try to get behind it if at all possible with a lot of different action RPGs. That's typically the way to go. It will do these stomping attacks pretty frequently, and if you see it scratching at the ground, it's about to do a 3-hit combo where it's going to hit and take out pretty much your entire health bar, so just be mindful of that. Now, again, for the first phase, it's really just about avoiding the attacks, learning the moveset in preparation for the second phase when he starts to vary it up a bit more and use a lot more powerful attacks. So yeah, it's best to just try to charge up your focus points as much as possible. If you can get the 4 focus points off, that's going to give you an even more powerful attack. So that is the preference, because you can attack him multiple times here. But if you don't get that multiple focus point attack off, that is also fine. So yeah, it's just about getting the damage down. And then once we get into the second phase, that's where things get real. The second phase has a lot of range attacks that you have to dodge, and it's best to dodge towards them, as it's going to give you the maximum amount of invincibility frames to get out of it. Now, I use the Pluck of Many here just to burst down a health, and I'm also using the Umbral Abyss here, as I found that this one works pretty well for getting a little bit extra damage in. So you can go with that and also activate the Cold Heart here. You can freeze this if you get lucky, especially if you use the Cold Heart right close to it. So you can see there we got the Frost Pain built up, which allows us to get a bunch of extra damage in. So yeah, you want to go all out at the first here whenever you have your Monkey Gang Pluck of Many out, because that's just going to be the best chance for you to deal a ton of damage. And also, as I'm showing you here, the Cloud Strike is going to be one of your best damage options. So using the charge attack there. Also, whatever Spirit Summon you bring, make sure it's one that's going to hit in a huge area of effect, because this boss does move around quite a bit. So whether you're using Ba Liga Lang, the frog one, or you're using any of the others, I recommend using them well close to him and before he goes to attack. So you can see he jumps around quite a bit. So one of the main strategies here is to run around and use your charge attacks, because they do a good amount of damage there, and you can stay relatively safe while keeping at a distance. Another thing, you can charge up and then use your Cloud Strike to be able to do another attack here, but watch out, because it did still hit me, because it has a huge area of effect with its attacks. So yeah, that was 2 charge heavies off right in a row, and then also hitting off an Immobilize to be able to build up focus points is nice, but he does break out of Immobilize pretty quickly in that next phase. So Cloud Strike's really going to be your best friend here. You could save all your mana and just use that, and it would make this fight a lot easier. But yeah, those charge heavies do numbers on his health, so try to get those off as much as possible in the second phase, and you should be able to beat the Duskveil in Black Myth Wukong. If you found this video useful, please hit the subscribe button below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.